G'day everyone, Eric here. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Don't worry, it's not your main video for the week. It's just a little side thing that I wanted to do. So, when I was in Game Traders a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I saw they had a new brand of sleeves. And I was like, these are cheaper than Ultimate Guard Cortex, which is pretty much the cheapest on the market now. I don't see Ultra Pros anymore. And the GameStop branded ones, they Zing and EBs, which is GameStop here, seem to have stopped stocking them. So I'm like, let's give this a try. I just haven't gotten around to it. I mentioned it to a good friend of the channel on Discord, and he was like, tell me how those go. And that's what I'm doing today. And I promised to tell you, but I'm giving you a video instead, so I can show you them in real time. So these are Palmsoft Blackout Sleeves. Uh, just sand sleeves. They're $1 cheaper than the cheapest you'll find Cortex. This is from Good Game. Cortex at my local game store are 18, I think I want to say. So this was cheaper at the time. Then this is cheaper than that. So that makes it a good buy. I think a lot of people have said this is a good buy because I'm waiting for a restock on these to get red ones next week. This will be saved for one of my Final Fantasy decks, probably the Final Fantasy X one. Standard size, turquoise, nice finish on it with an owl, nice glossy embossed uh, deco on it. Says textured back, smooth shuffling, exceptional durability, supreme clarity, acid free / no PVC. Will be the judge of all of these. I'll have to take their word on that. I'm not a chemist, I think you'd have to be to figure that out. Just branding on the side and on the back. Tournament ready, suitable for competition. Scan the QR code. It's probably just going to take it to the website. Same stuff. And it mentions an Australian web address because on the bottom, 2023 Palmsoft Gaming, Melbourne, Australia, designed and developed in Australia, made in China. Of course, it's made in China, but Melbourne, huh? So that means it's homegrown, kind of, and that makes me more interested. So let's just get out of the packaging. The box is astoundingly similar to Cortex. The top looks the exact same, so they've probably just molded it off it, which I really don't mind. And a box is probably, unless that window is glued on there and not the actual packaging, I don't think it is actually the actual packaging. I think it is a window. So if it was all cardboard and didn't show you the color, that'd actually be better for the environment. But I'm pretty sure this is very likely a plastic that we can recycle. As I said, very nice packaging for the box. Shows the color underneath, apparently. I've got it in Ultimate Guards, that packet specifically, and those ones from GameStop / Zing / ThinkGeek / EB Games next to me. So it comes in two lots. Oh, it's all turquoise on the inside. That's nice. Well, if they're going to put turquoise in the box like that, the color, why couldn't they just put something on the box to show that it was the name, so you didn't have to have the extra component, which is an extra piece of. No, you'd use the same material as this to make it, so it's probably not an increased cost, but maybe you could make this out of cardboard as well. I'm not sure. You, not sure on saving money on that. I'm sure their designers did a good job. So it comes in two things. The back is black. The side you actually put the cards in. That's interesting. And so it's two layers. I'm sure that's how that works. So we've got 2 packs of 50. We'll just quickly check that there's 50 there. 50 a piece, I should say. But, yeah, we'll take a look. Oh, hard to get out. Bit slow. Yeah, that is the side with the, so is it two like a printed sleeve, huh? That's interesting. It's very interesting. So I open this side. Yeah, I can't see a... So they just painted on the back. Interesting. That's very curious. I can't tell if it's a layer or not. So we'll just check that there's 50 in here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, Because while you usually want them to be over 50, because the machine checks by weight, sometimes you can get less. You hopefully want them exactly. This packet of yellow ultimate cards I got was actually, no, yeah, 52. The white Cortex I've got is 52. So, machine gives you actually, the Cortex being white is actually a funny story. It meant I was packing more cards in my Voltron deck than was legal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. So we got over what we were meant to get. That's what we like to see. So it said textured back. Does it say matte finish or anything like that? It's just no matte finish because it's all shiny, very shiny, as you can see compared to the matte finish on a Cortex. Yeah, as far as the sides goes, these seem to be a little bit taller, which is actually what I want to see. I'd rather them be a little bit taller than short. So I don't know if that's the whole packet. We'll just have a quick look to see if they're all the same size. Let me just get this down. So as far as the heights go, it seems no, you can feel definite ones that are higher than others. That's interesting. Maybe it'll be different when you have actual cards in there, but you can feel some are taller than others. You can really feel it. That's something that it's hard to address in manufacturing, because let me just get my commander deck that is sleeved up. Let's see if it's the same deal. That's with Sahili. Well, you're not going to have her in the deck, but yeah, this kind of has the exact same problem. I'm smushing it all. Oh no, now we get it uniform for that, yeah. And the ones from GameStop, the cheap ones, yeah, they're much more uniform than even the Cortexes. So this might be different in sleeves. I'll give an update on that. So I don't know if I'm curving them when I'm doing this. Because when I put them in my hand and just line them all up, they feel like they're in alignment. It doesn't feel like there's much variance. As far as slippiness goes, I will get this down again. Bit slidey, but that's normal for new sleeves. That'll be absolutely normal. So that's going to be a bit rough shuffling until they're a bit scuffed up and they gain some matte finish and texture. Again, I'm really not sure how I feel about the black and the teal. And again, I can't tell if that is a cover or not. That's actually concerning me, because I wonder if they're going to peel. That is definitely something I'm going to have to come back to. But we'll have a look at a card in a sleeve. We'll get Logomos. This is actually the commander I'm going to be using. So I'll get all of the Judith cards. Seems fine. I like the lip at the top. I'll give it that, definitely. I like how much of a gap there is at the top. That's something I don't like about a lot of sleeves. It feels like they're hair short and the card can get damaged at the top fairly easily. I've had a couple of lands that's happened to, unfortunately. Something I like about old Ultra Pros, they were very, very tall. I don't think it's everyone's cup of tea, because it means that the sleeves can get a bit warped like this Chitterfang one is, which probably is more to do with used heat and things, but seems like pretty good sleeves to me. Again, the black on the front and then the teal on the back, that's actually weirding me out. I'm actually curious, how does it look with a card that's not got a border? So we'll go to Vengeful Blood Witch. Doesn't have a border. Yeah, I think that looks a bit better. The black kind of blends into the card a bit because it's a very dark black compared to this. Actually, I just want to compare that for a sec. Is this black? That's strange. It kind of looks like the same back, but because this is more of a matte finish than I think this is. Checking the feels of the two of them. Yeah, this feels like a different plastic to this. This appears more of a greyish back. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm not sure how about looks either. Let's just again go Logamos. Again, how do you feel about how that looks with the border versus without? Again, compared to this, we'll get another colour. But Fern Command. Okay, so the plastic, because of the matte effect, makes it look more grey, as you can see, and it stops it from blending in. This kind of feels like it blends in a little bit. I'm not sure how I feel about that aesthetically. I mean, on the packaging, it looks like they're all steel sleeves. From any other packet of sleeves, you'd assume there's just all the same colour, but it's not, and that's just weirding me out. But if that's a sacrifice you have to make to save a few bucks, which goes a long way, I mean, you could buy a few cards with that buck or two. It's I'd say it's worth it. Would I recommend these? They're perfectly adequate. They seem good to me, good price. Again, if the black background thing bothers you that much, you're probably not going to have a good time of it. But I think they're fine. I think they're perfectly fine. Have you tried this out? Tell me in the comments. I don't know if they're sold anywhere but here. I'm kind of curious now. Till next time, friends, this has been Eric from Toys Down Under. Give us a comment and a like if you just watched this video. Just check out what the hell I was talking about. Till next time, thanks for watching.